Welcome to Out of the Blue, number 109. We're going to talk today about rational expectations. I want to make this more personal because there's this kind of churchy idea that you have this hope of meeting your deceased relatives when you die, and you have hope and you have faith, or a church person would have hope or faith, or general religious person. And what I'm saying is that is now a rational expectation. There's our spot. Essentially, everyone has a deceased loved one, or even if you don't, everyone has somebody they know about who's dead, like Abraham Lincoln or Martin Luther King or somebody like that. And it is a rational expectation based on the new data we have that we will be able to meet them someday. This is from an article in the Atlantic magazine, Science of Near-Death Experiences. It says here, whether you saw a divine being or your brain was merely pumping out chemicals, the experience is so intense that it forces you to rethink your place on Earth. And I will paraphrase that to say, it forces us to rethink our place on Earth. And so, basically, the consistency in this experience makes it a rational expectation that you may very well be reunited with deceased loved ones, or be able to meet historical figures. Because if you're going to be scientific and rational about this experience of going to another realm, or seeming to go to another realm, you have to have a non-supernatural explanation, which is to say, you are going into your own mind. And to say it's like magic, it works like magic, is not a figure of speech. It does work like magic. I mean, either you take the explanation that you do visit another realm. You can be a believer, a non-skeptic, and say that person is going to heaven or Summerland or the spirit world. But Neo-Swedenborgianism is not a belief. It is a rational worldview. And to be rational about it, you have to say, well, they closed their eyes, they died, they went into their own mind, and the rest of it works like a magic trick. It works like magic, but more importantly, it works. It really does convince people, and it really does seem more real than real. Once you introduce this idea of something being more real than real, that then usurps reality. It's like a video game. They get more real, they get more real, they get more real, but they're still never quite as real as reality yet. But we have this other experience within our world where something is perceived as more real than real. So the bombshell I have is that this is now a rational expectation. and it can be treated rationally. So we can talk about reuniting with deceased relatives. We can talk about seeing a spirit world, and we can talk about it in a non-faith-based manner.